The Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, was once a beacon of democracy in Southeast Asia, but in the 1970s, a shadow fell over the nation. President Ferdinand Marcos, driven by a desire for absolute power, declared martial law, suspending civil liberties and plunging the country into a dark era of repression.
I am the leader of this nation. I will do whatever it takes to maintain order and stability.
But the Filipino people refused to be silenced. Courageous individuals, from students to journalists to ordinary citizens, rose up against the regime, demanding their fundamental rights.
And so it is that as I promised all of you, my countrymen, on that fateful morning of September 23, 1972, when I announced the proclamation of martial law, which had been signed by me before, with your support, placing myself, my life, and my family's life and honor on the judge.
We want democracy! We want freedom! That's right! Marcos must go!
Tuloy tayong kikitilin ng ating pamahalaan!
Hindi!
Ba tayo nasabihin na hindi tayo pwede magprotesta?
Hindi!
Ba tayo sa panibagong martial law sa Pilipinas?
Hindi!
Lumalaban tayo ngayon, mga tumakino!
Fearful of losing control, the Marcos regime resorted to brutal tactics. The sentence was meant for arrest, torture, and even disappearances.
Discussion and debates is confined to the holding of public rallies or debates in a specific place or public plaza, and does not, repeat, and does not include the marching or holding demonstrations along the streets of the city.
We cannot let these protests continue. It is a threat to our national security.
The regime sought to control the flow of information, silencing critical voices and manipulating public opinion.
At a palace news conference, his top general argued with him.
I understand you gave them orders to wait.
I told them to wait because
They are massing civilians near our troops, and we cannot keep on withdrawing. They asked us to withdraw yesterday. When I talked to Mr. Enrile, he said he talked to you, we withdraw later.
my order is to
We
disperse
cannot
the
withdraw all
crowd
the time, Mr. President.
without shooting them. No, hold on. You disperse the crowd without shooting them.
We're being censored! You're taking away our freedom of speech!
Despite facing imprisonment and persecution, the spirit of resistance remained strong.
Well, I am encouraged because
Leaders of the opposition, like Senator Benigno Aquino Jr., continued to inspire hope for a better
And
future.
I would like to stress this council is important because right now there is no opposition or hardly in the Batasan. And maybe this council will be sort of a super Batasan type without any powers, but it has moral persuasive powers over the country. And here will be the most distinguished citizens available, and all sectors will be represented from the extreme left to the extreme right, and hopefully in their open discussions they will serve sort of like the International Court of Justice to guide our people. My detention quarters, but I feel that for the sake of everybody concerned, we should now clarify the issues and lay the proper basis for discussion. Otherwise, there will be wild speculations and the plan's being criticized without people knowing what the plan is.
We will not be silenced. We will continue to fight for democracy.
The regime's iron grip began to weaken as the people's resolve grew stronger. Peaceful protests, though met with violence, continued to gain momentum.
Help! Help! They're hurting us! Let go of me!
Yes, I did. This has always been our position from the very beginning. It's not anything new. I have always said that one of our options is to renounce the treaties. If
But the people were not
came to a
convinced.
point where we
Seeds of dissent has been
decided
sown.
that
The
our
flames of revolution were beginning to ignite.
My fellow Filipinos, I have declared martial law to protect our nation from chaos and destruction.
In 1986, the Filipino people, united in their desire for freedom, launched the People Power Revolution. For days, millions took to the streets, peacefully defying the military and demanding the resignation of President Marcos.
Today, we mark a new beginning. A beginning of freedom, democracy, and hope. We have shown the world that we can achieve greatness through peaceful means.
Against all odds, the people triumphed. Marcos and his family were forced to flee the country, and Corazon Aquino, the widow of slain Senator Benigno Aquino Jr., was sworn in as president.
Aquino has died at the age of 76. Aquino was diagnosed with advanced colon cancer more than a year ago and had been confined to this hospital in Manila for more than a month.
Our mother peacefully passed away at 3:18 a.m. August 1, 2009 of cardiorespiratory arrest. She would have wanted us to thank each and every one of you for all the prayers and your continued love and support.
The current president of the Philippines, who was on an official visit to the U.S., remembered Aquino's strength and commitment.
Today, the Philippines lost a national treasure. Cory Aquino helped lead a revolution that restored democracy and the rule of law to our nation at a time of great peril. Our nation will mourn her passing.
Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton praised Aquino, saying she helped bring democracy back to her country after years of authoritarian rule. Aquino's rise began in 1983 when her husband, an opponent of Ferdinand Marcos, was murdered as he returned to the country from exile in the United States.
What is more important is that he did not die in vain and that his sacrifice certainly awakened the Filipino people from their apathy and indifference.
She became her husband's political stand-in and ran against Marcos, becoming the country's first female leader in 1986, when Marcos stepped down amid U.S. pressure and following elections many said were fraudulent. After she became president, many criticized her leadership as indecisive, as she survived a number of coup attempts, but she remained a beloved figure in the Philippines, where she was affectionately referred to as Tita.
The People Power
Auntie Cora.
Revolution
Carlotta Bradley,
became a
The
symbol
Associated
of
Press.
courage and resilience, inspiring democratic movements around the world. The People Power Revolution became a symbol of courage and resilience, inspiring democratic movements around the world. It served as a powerful reminder that the will of the people can ultimately prevail over even the most oppressive regimes. It served as a powerful reminder that the will of the people can ultimately prevail
over even the most oppressive regimes.